Firstly, congratulations. I'm sure it's been a very challenging 4 years for you to get through, despite the COVID pandemic, the economic crisis, and many other challenges. A very, very unique period in which you completed your higher studies. I'd like to convey my deep appreciation and gratitude to Professor Nimal for inviting me to deliver this keynote at this graduation ceremony where I was one of you 22 years ago. I graduated from the same university in year 2000, completing a degree in accounting and finance. So it gives me great pleasure, and I consider it a great honor to share my thoughts with you this very important day. I think, as I explained earlier, this period that you have completed with COVID especially was very challenging. It would have tested all of you, your determination, your perseverance and persistence. How you moved from physical education to online education, completed your exams in an online environment, and to be here today successfully completing the degree. This would have given you a lot of learnings, would have given you how important each other is, because with the strength of each other, you managed to get through this very challenging period. This also gives you a good lesson in terms of resilience. Today, resilience is something very, very important to succeed in career and survive through challenges that you will be facing in life. I would say resilience is the new oxygen that you need to succeed in life going forward in a VUCA world. VUCA is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. Because with lots of challenges that we are seeing from macroeconomic changes across the world, the countries, including Sri Lanka, are going through a rapid transformation and a change, which will impact all of you. And it's very, very important to remain resilient. Resilience is not to fall down, even if you fall down, to stand up and keep going. Not to let anyone put you down. Even you succumb to pressure, you are able to get up and keep going. So I would like to first give a good round of applause to each of you for completing this period and completing this degree. Because it's very, very unique. Today, you are completing this degree, getting honors, and so many first classes. Congratulations once again. In my batch, we had only 5 first classes. You all have done tremendously well to get those excellent results despite very, very challenging conditions. From today onwards, you will enter a new era in life. During this period, you need to dream big. You need to aspire to achieve larger challenges, achieve higher positions, and realize your dreams. If you don't dream big, if you don't have higher aspirations, you would be mediocre, you would be just an average person. All of you standing here, seated here today, you have worked really hard through your education, at school life, at university, and that's why you are here today. You need to maintain that same momentum and probably increase that focus in terms of delivering and achieving excellence. Don't settle for mediocrity. Don't settle for that average performance. Because Sri Lanka and the world needs good leaders, and those leaders can be created through working hard and delivering excellence. But dreaming alone is not enough. You need to set your goals in terms of this is where I want to be and this is what I want to achieve. Because once you start setting your goals, then you can start working towards them. I am sure during your school time, you had your goals of getting into university. And when you got into university, you had a goal of doing exams well and getting that first class. And now you need to set a new set of goals. And that is very, very important. But goals alone is not enough. You can have dreams, you can also set your goals, but you need to start somewhere. And that start is the commitment, and beyond the commitment is consistency. You have to work day in, day out, work really, really hard to achieve and realize those goals. Simply starting something but not carrying through, simply starting something but not putting your best effort every time, every day, is not going to help you realize those goals. So it's about working hard, giving your best, nothing but the best, always, day in, day out, to realize that dreams. Without commitment, you can't begin. Without consistency and discipline, you can't achieve or end your goals. So it's that commitment, consistency, and discipline that will help you progress and achieve success in life. So far, up to now, when you work hard, when you study hard, you achieve good results. It's mostly within your control. But going forward in life, even if you work hard, sometimes you might not get those great results. But don't worry about that. You keep on focusing on what you can control, what you can deliver, and work with others, then success in life will come. There might be setbacks, there might be failures, and that is part and parcel of life. All of you are very high achievers. Don't get demotivated, don't get disappointed, don't get frustrated if you don't get that particular job, or if you don't get that particular promotion, or that particular scholarship that you are planning to get. All those setbacks are part and parcel of your life. When I was doing my accountancy degree, I didn't get selected by any of the audit firms in my third year internship. I didn't get anything. By that time, I had completed SEMA also. So having completed SEMA, third year internship, no one selected me. That's life. So don't worry, because when you have a setback, you need to stand up, you need to learn from those failures, because if you don't try, you don't grow, you don't realize what you are not good at. Then you can start improving areas that you are not good at. And this, today, what you have achieved is the beginning of a large journey. You need to continue to learn, continue to grow. Now you have knowledge on how to learn. I don't think you have all the knowledge, but you know how to learn, how to acquire knowledge, how to apply that knowledge, to solve problems. That is the most important thing that you get from this degree. It is not that you are the expert in accounting, or expert in finance, or expert in business administration. Neither of us are experts. If you think that you are the expert, then that is the beginning of your end. But you know now how to acquire knowledge and how to apply that knowledge to solve problems. That's the most important thing. You need to continue to grow, continue to learn, and continue to take on new challenges. Through that, you continue to grow and become better every day. Because if you stop learning, if you stop acquiring new knowledge, then you will be outdated in maximum 6 months. Maximum 6 months I'll give, you'll be outdated. So it is very, very important to continuously grow. And in that process, you need to also help others to grow so that they also can grow with you. Then, beyond dreaming, beyond realizing your goals, it is also that uncertainty that we are all grappled with. The uncertainty about the economy. We are going through a massive economic crisis in the country, first ever since post-independence. Lots of people are in poverty. They don't have not 3 meals, even 2 meals, or most of them are not even having 1 meal. All of you are a privileged lot. You got access to education, a world-class education, where less than 1% of Sri Lankan students have access to. Less than 1%. So you should consider yourselves very privileged. You should be grateful to all Sri Lankans for helping you to get this education. Because of all their sacrifices, even the poorest person is paying through their indirect taxes so that you can have this good education. Your parents, your teachers have made enormous amount of sacrifices so that you can be here today. They have made enormous amount of sacrifices. It is very, very important to recognize that and be grateful. We very often forget our beginnings. We very often forget who helped us during that journey when you achieve success. And that's again is a beginning of the end for a person. So please be grateful. I would request all of you to stand up, look at your parents, and give a good round of applause. ඔගොල්ලෝ සියලු දෙනාම නැගිටලා මේ දෙමව්පියන්ට ඔගොල්ලන්ගේ ආචාර්ය පිරිනමන, ඔගොල්ලන්ගේ කෘතඥතාවය පිරිනමන්න කියලා හොඳ අත්පොළ සන්නාදයක් දීලා මම ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ ගොඩාක් කැපකිරීම කරලා තමයි ඕගොල්ලෝගේ මේ තත්ත්වයට ගෙනල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ කැපකිරීම තුලින් තමයි අද ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ විදියට ඉන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ ගොඩාක් දිවාරාය මහන්සි වෙලා මේ තත්ත්වයට ඕගොල්ලන් ගෙනල්ලා ඕගොල්ලන්ට වඩා අද විශාල වශයෙන් සතුටක් ලබනවා. ස්තුතියි. So this period of uncertainty, you can think, should we stay in Sri Lanka? Should we migrate? Because with this education you will get plenty of jobs overseas. There will be employers from Australia, from Canada, from Europe, waiting to grab you. Plenty of opportunities. When I graduated in year 2000, it was similar because we were in a war which was going for the last 20 years by year 2000, 20 plus years. There were bombs going all over. It was very, very uncertain. And lots of my batchmates started migrating. So there will be a bunch of you wanting to migrate immediately. There will be a bunch of you thinking, should I stay or should I go? Some of you will be thinking, no, Sri Lanka situation will be better tomorrow, so I'll just wait and see. And the last group will say, no, I'm going to stay in Sri Lanka no matter what, because I believe in my country and I'm going to make the most out of being here. I was in that third group earlier thinking, okay, should I go? I wanted to actually migrate to do my higher studies. But then my supervisor, I joined Dialogue in 1999 when I was in my 4th year. My supervisor said, why don't you stay in Sri Lanka and do your MBA and work in Sri Lanka? So then I decided to stay back and give the best in terms of making most of that. Similarly, those who want to stay back, I see that rather than being in no man's land, rather than without thinking whether should I go, without thinking should I stay, my sincere request is believe in Sri Lanka, because these problems doesn't last forever. Every country goes through. You see now what's going in UK, high borrowing costs, the government is becoming unstable, and this is a global phenomenon. We have a larger problem, but we will come out of it. But it is very important to decide. And whatever you decide, give your best at it. Because this uncertainty is an opportunity. If things are crystal clear for everyone, then there will be a lot of competition. But the ones who will be succeeding in uncertainty are those who can see clearly when others cannot see that path. So it is very, very important to make up your mind soon and give the best to make the most in Sri Lanka. Because there will be a lot going out and large amount of opportunities will be there in the country. So uncertainty, I say, is an opportunity. It's the other side of a coin. In a coin you have heads and tails. Similarly, one side is uncertainty, other side is the opportunity. You need to see how do you maximize that opportunity coming from this uncertainty. And lastly, it's about your legacy. 20 years from now or 25 years from now, when you look back, you will be very successful professionally. You would have achieved a lot of success professionally and progressed in your careers. But it is also important to give back to society, give back to your community, give back to your country. Because those communities, people in the country has done a lot of sacrifices for you. They say that those who are given so much needs to give back because there is no one else to give back to those who have given. And that is the greatest satisfaction you will get. Using your knowledge, using your position to solve larger problems in this country, larger problems in this world. If we put a blind eye, if we don't help those situations, then no one will. If we overlook and there's a problem, we say, no, it's not my problem, let the government solve it. No, this is not my problem, let the university solve it. Then you are not doing your part. I'll just give one example. In the month of June, we had a massive fuel crisis, you know. Maybe most of you all have stayed in petrol queues, diesel queues for days and days. Remember, right? So it was, when I was looking at it, I was feeling really, really bad. Really, really terrible. When I saw every time somebody is dying on a fuel queue, I was feeling really bad. Why are country people dying in fuel queues? Isn't there a better solution for this? Why should we wait in a fuel queue for 4 days? We are not Africa. We are Sri Lanka. We have good education. We have good people. Why do we allow our people to waste time in these queues? So then we wrote to the government saying that, can we help you to solve this problem? We wrote somewhere around mid of 25th of May. Then 26th of June, 1 month later, government called and said, can you help? We got your request. Can you come and help us? So then immediately, it was a Saturday, then on Monday we had a meeting with the minister. We said, you have an economic problem. You have limited resources and you need to ration that supply of resources if you have to manage this problem. Otherwise, there will be a few who will get the limited resources and many who will be deprived of that resource. So you need to have some form of rationing if you are to come out of this problem so that everyone can manage their day. And it can be solved through technology only, because technology on one hand provides you access to solving some of these problems. I remember when COVID happened, Professor Sampath Amaratunga called me and asked, our students, all of you, now don't have a way of studying. This was around 15th of March. He called me and asked, Puta, can you give access to internet for free to the Learn platform? I said, certainly, sir, we will get it done. Then we connected all the service providers, and all the service providers within 24 hours agreed, okay, we will give internet for all of you to continue your studies for free. And to date, all service providers are giving that access for free for students in public universities. Similarly, in this fuel challenge, we found we need to ration it, and within like 2 weeks, we came up with the national fuel pass. I said, let's try and get this thing done fast as possible so that we can stop that one person who is going to die in a fuel queue. That one person, we need to stop dying in a fuel queue. As Sri Lankans, we cannot allow that to happen. It's not my problem, probably it's government problems, but we need to come forward and help. And we said we will give it for free, nothing being charged, because we need to help our country. And the team came up, deployed, and within a few weeks we managed to solve that. So one of the developers in that team came and said, "Mama දැන් මේ රටට ණය නැහැ. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to help our country. From today, I am not indebted to my country." So you need to see, are you doing your part so that you can pay the debt to the country? That's something that you look back and see, how are you giving back to our country that has given so much to each and every one of you. So once again, congratulations, you have done really well in a very difficult period. Please go and celebrate this success. You need to remember the hard times, the people who helped, maintain those relationships, contacts, so that they will be helpful when you are growing up. Remain humble, remain approachable, remain grounded as you achieve success. Uncertainty is a great opportunity. Try and make the most of the challenges that come along your way. You need to give back, leave your legacy. Don't overlook when there's a problem, because you have the best education to solve problems. Not just to keep the education with you, you need to apply and solve problems. So with that, I'll end with this one quote: "The meaning of life is to find your gift." The meaning of life is to find your gift. Everyone is gifted with something. You need to find that gift. And the purpose of life is to give it away. Purpose of life is to give that gift away to the others. Not by me, it's told by Pablo Picasso. So once again, congratulations. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.